The Less I Know The Better by Tame Impala. Not only is this a huge song with over 1.5 billion streams on Spotify, for example, but this is a fantastic example of how we can recreate a full song using a looper pedal, using chords, building up simple riffs with the layers, and all of this is perfect for an early intermediate level. If you need more help with any items to cover here, I'll link to my intermediate course at the top of the description below, but here's a demo of what we're going to learn today. So the whole song is a loop of a bass line, a 3-chord chord progression, and a simple lead line over 2 strings, which dips in and out. It's there for the instrumental sections and the chorus, and it stops in the verse. So we've got these layers that come in and out. Perfect loop pedal stuff. The actual chords are a C sharp minor, which is played at the 4th fret, barring and only needing to pick from string 5. That's at fret 4. We then play fret 6, 6, 5, 4. B at the 2nd fret, played like this or like this, and then an E major chord, which voicings wise, you could play the open strings, but voicings wise, this keeps it most similar, just as a nice kind of background chords really, because most of it is based around not only this bass line, which I'll show you on guitar, but also this simple lead line. Let's have a look at the lead. We set up with the index finger at string 2, fret 7, middle finger at fret 9 of string 3, and then the 3rd finger will come down and then lift off of string 2, also at fret 9. All the picking hand's ever going to do is go between string 2 and 3. That's all the picking hand does. So we can kind of set this up and forget about it, but I do recommend picking with an up pick and then a down pick, just to keep that small and economical. Pretty clean sound, so treble pickup, but have the volume down or take the gain down on your amplifier. And the loop is a 2-bar loop. Tabs wise, this would be 7, 9, 9, 9. Repeating that. And definitely get used to playing this. I mean, just play this along to the original recording to make sure it's bedded in there. One more time. 7, 9, 9. 9, 7, 9, 9, 9. And then when we start switching it, we're going to go 7 and 9 to 7 and 8. So we make this little triangle shape, and I find it better or more comfortable to just move that middle finger back. It also means we don't have to use our pesky little finger, which can be problematic for some people. So they're the 2 notes that we'll get used to. Quite similar ideas to what we were doing in the Pixies lead video that I filmed not long ago. I'll leave a link to that as soon as it's out. But where this 8th fret note happens is in quite a syncopated place. This took my brain a little getting round, to be honest, the first time I learnt it. This is 7, 9, 9, 9, 7, 9, 9, 9 is the first bar. And then for the 2nd bar, 7, 9, 9, 9, 7, 8, 9, 8. And then when it repeats, it hangs on that 8 and then moves back to normal. And once you kind of get the vibe for it, it's pretty simple, but it can catch people out the first time. So a quick demo, just slower than normal speed at 2, 3, 4. like that. Over the bass line, 2, 3, 4. Finally, let's have a look at the bass line. To do this, I turned the gain up and went on the rhythm pickup, so the neck pickup. That's not a load of gain, but it does give it a different texture when we're building up the layers, which is important when we're using a loop pedal. I like to do that. Rhythm on the bass, treble on the lead parts. It separates them better. And the notes we have here, that's the root note of our C sharp minor, 4 to 6 on string 5. Walking down, essentially, the major scale or major pentatonic. And then we have a 2nd fret to 4th fret, kind of the same hook as before. And then we go back to the original. If you happen to have a bass, you'll have a lower octave to this, so you kind of play all this an octave up. But this is how we can play it on guitar. We're going... That would normally be a lower octave for that first note, so kind of like, how would this be an octave up? The actual bass line would be an octave up, such as that, but on guitar, we play that first octave because we don't have that lower one, just at fret 4. Let's play this slowly and build this up together as a loop. I have a loop pedal course if you want to learn how to do this. I will link to it in the description below. Highly recommended if you like this sort of stuff. Let's go nice and slow. 2, 3, 4. And I've hit the looper pedal there, so now it's looping. Back to the treble pickup. Let's turn the gain down a little bit on my guitar, the volume. Let's just play some chords. And now that will loop. Let me think of another layer to do. Let me just do let me do an E note. Now that'll be there in the background. And then we're going to add that lead part that we learnt earlier. I'm not looping, I'm not recording anymore. The sorts of things we're looking at in my course, you could go probably E major pentatonic scale. That kind of thing. If that appeals to you, I'll leave a link to that loop pedal course on screen now, along with a link to my intermediate course, which sort of gives you all of the bar chord work, playing riffs, playing lead parts. That will be at the top of the description below. I hope to see you over there at andyguitar.co.uk, and I'll see you next time.